Good afternoon, dear students. Welcome to Zoom class of English 2nd. So children, in our offline class, we have studied lesson number 10. The name of the lesson was Running Away. Hope you have completed the lesson. Word meaning and question answers in your notebook and exercises in your book. So now let's move further, and today we are going to study the poem Great, Wide, Beautiful, Wonderful World. The name of the poem is Great, Wide, Beautiful, Wonderful World. So children, this poem already I had explained in the class, but let's again recite the poem. This poem is written by William Brighty Rains. William Brighty Rains was a well-known English writer and has written several poems for children. In this poem, the speaker describes the beauty, wonder, and greatness of the earth. He feels significant before the earth. Soon, however, the speaker realizes that he is greater than the earth because he can think and love, whereas the earth cannot. So let's recite the poem once again. Great, wide, beautiful, wonderful world. So children, you can also recite with me. Open your book, page number 101, and recite the poem with me. Great, wide, beautiful, wonderful world with the wonderful water around you curl and the wonderful grass upon your breast. World, you are beautifully dressed. The poet praises the uh, earth, how beautifully it looks like. The wonderful air is over me, and the wonderful wind is shaking the tree. It walks on the water and whirls the mills and talks to itself on the top of the hills. Next page. You friendly earth, how far do you go with the wheat fields that nod and the river that flow, with cities and gardens and cliffs and isles and people upon you for thousands of miles? Ah, you are so great and I'm so small. I tremble to think of you, world at all. And yet, when I said my prayers today, a whisper inside me seemed to say, you are more than the earth, though you are such a dot. You can love and think, and the earth cannot. So, dear student, as the poet says, that in front of earth, the earth is so huge and great, and in front of the earth, we are so small, like a little dot, but still we have the tendency, we can think, we can feel, we can love, whereas the earth cannot. So earth is a non-living thing, it cannot have the emotions to feel. So now open your copies and we can write word meanings and question answers and other exercises also. So children, write, open your copies and write word meaning. There are only two word meanings in this poem. Cliff, see page number 102. A cliff area of a rock or mountain with very steep sides. And the second meaning word is there, isles means islands. So now answer these questions You note down these word meanings in your notebook, and then we'll see the answer these questions. So now what is the first question? What is the world wearing? So just to see page number 101, first paragraph of this poem. What is the world wearing? The world has the wonderful water curled around and the wonderful grass upon her. The world is wearing the grasses and the water. It looked like that the earth is wearing a beautiful green dress. Next question number 2. How can we tell that the wind walks over the water? Here in this poem, the poet personifies the poem and says that the water walks on the over the wind walks over the water. How can we tell that the wind walks over the water? We know that the wind walks over the water when waves and ripples are formed on the water. Question number 3. According to the speaker, what are the things we find on the earth? See in the third paragraph. See in the third paragraph, according to the speaker, what are the things we find on the earth? See, you friendly earth, how far do you go with the wheat fields that node and the river that flows, with cities and gardens and cliffs and ice and people upon you for thousands of miles. So what are the things we find on the earth? We find cities, gardens, cliffs, ice, flowing rivers, wheat fields, and people, etc. on the earth. Then question number 4. Why is the earth friendly? Why is the earth friendly? The earth is friendly as it gives water and air, which allows so many plants to grow on her and helps much creatures live on earth. Without earth, without air, without water, it is possible for living thing to survive? No. So earth is very friendly to human being. So now just to see the words in use, exercises, synonyms. What are synonyms? Synonyms are words that are similar to another word or have a related meanings. So here, look at these words which are similar in the meaning to great. Similar meanings of great. First one is vast. What is the meaning of vast? Extremely large in area, size, and amount. Then mighty. What is the meaning of mighty? Very strong and powerful. Then next, grand. What is the meaning of grand? Very large and impressive. Then fourth one is gigantic. Vast or immense. Tick the correct answers. First one, the Sahara Desert is a vast, mighty desert. What is the correct option? It will be vast or mighty. Here, the correct option will be vast. The Sahara Desert is a vast desert. Second one, the wrestler is very strong and grand or mighty. What is the correct option? The wrestler is very strong and mighty. Third, Ritu caught a gigantic or grand fish from the lake. So what will be the correct option? Ritu caught a grand fish from the lake. Fourth, the school's annual function was a grand, vast success. The school annual function was a grand success. So children, write word meanings and question answers in your notebook. I had sent the PDF also, but still if you have missed, you will get once again and complete the exercises and question answers. So once again, we can recite the poem. Great, wide, beautiful, wonderful world. With the wonderful water round you curl. And the wonderful grass upon your breast, world you are beautifully dressed. The wonderful air is over me, and the wonderful wind is shaking the tree. It walks on the water and whirls the mills and talks to itself on the top of the hills. You friendly earth, how far do you go with the wheat fields that note and rivers that flow, and cities and gardens and cliffs and isles, and people upon you for thousands of miles? Ah, you are so great and I am so small. I tremble to think of you, world at all. And yet, when I said my prayers today, a whisper inside me seemed to say, you are more than the earth, though you are such a dot, you can love and think, and the earth cannot. So, dear student, now note down the homework also. Write questions and answers in your notebook. So, children, when you write anything in your notebook, word meaning and question answers, be careful when you write. Write in good handwriting and with the correct spellings. Okay, thank you, children. That's all for today's class. Thank you.